Ladies and gents, welcome to the new home of Gingium. That's right, this is the new shop. I was beginning to think I was never gonna be able to say those words. But here we are, this right here is mine. In this video, I'm gonna give you a little tour, which you can pretty much already see everything. Then I'm gonna talk about, you know, what's wrong with the place, what's good about the place, and I wanna cover what we're going to do to the place. So without any further ado, let me give you a tour. So this is the building that we are in. Now that unit with those two doors right there is not mine. This is my unit with this lovely awning and these two doors. We walk inside and this is what we are greeted with. Now this shop is 1,600 square feet. For reference, my old shop was 1,500 square feet, but the actual shop area was only 1,250 square feet. It had 250 square feet of office. This obviously has no office. So this is about, 400 square feet bigger than my last shop. Nothing too crazy. As you can probably tell, it's got not one, but two lifts. So one of the huge pros about this shop, it's got these lifts. It's got a whole bunch of electric, 120 volt outlets everywhere, two 20 volt outlets throughout the building as well. It's got an air compressor and air lines ran throughout the building on these little reels. It's got fans, it's got a brand new heater. The landlord is going to be adding an AC unit, so in the hot Georgia summers, it'll be nice and cool in here. It's got a tire machine and a tire balancer, as well as a brake lathe. Over here we have a press, needs a new bottle jack, but it is a press. And then on the outside of the building, it's got a 150 gallon storage tank for oil and for coolant, waste oil and waste coolant. This shop is pretty much a turnkey mechanic shop. I wouldn't have to do anything to this place before I started working in here. Now this shop is far from perfect. As you guys can probably tell, it's pretty dirty. It's not the biggest thing. It doesn't have the most character. But here's the thing. Obviously, this shop finding process has been a nightmare. When I moved down to Georgia, the housing and commercial real estate market were just going crazy. And so finding a shop was a lot harder than we expected. This was not the perfect shop. I'll be the first to admit that. It's maybe not quite as big as I wanted, definitely not as cheap as I wanted, and it doesn't have as much character as I wanted. Now the awesome thing about this place is that one of you guys found it. My call for help, my $500 reward, it actually worked. And one of my fans who lives here close to Athens found the place, got me in contact with the realtor, and within weeks, here we are. So thank you to you, I know you're probably watching, and thank you to all the other people who sent me listings. You guys are trying just as hard as I was to find a place, and we found one. Now, although this isn't the perfect shop, it is awesome because it's got the lifts. It's plenty big, but more importantly, the layout is awesome. We've got two garage doors instead of one. We've got two lifts in different columns. So no longer will we have to pull a car out to get another car out and shuffle cars around because we've got two doors. This shop is going to be so much more efficient to work in than the old shop. Now in its current state, the shop's pretty dirty. It kind of reminds me of the OG shop, which is not a good thing. But we're gonna fix that, and that's where I want to talk to you guys about what we're going to do to this place. You guys can tell how excited I am about this place because I didn't even wait until the sun is up. I got the shop yesterday, it was still full of some junk. Landlord got it all cleared out today, but I was working on the Delca, doing other stuff. Instead of waiting until tomorrow to film this video, I came here at night. Now, of course, it's winter, it's only 6 o'clock. And it's dark. But I was just so excited to show you guys this place and to look at it myself, because this is the first time I've seen it completely empty. I signed the lease for this place three weeks ago, and it was still full of a bunch of cars and stuff. The previous tenant had been in here for, I think 17 years is what they said. So that's why it looks dirty. This is 17 years of being a shop. The walls are plywood, but they were at one point white. With this lighting and with all the dirt, they look yellow. They're not yellow. The floor is like a bronze. Used to have a coating on it, but as you can tell, it is chipping up all over the place. So guys, here's the thing. So after working out of my house, in a driveway, in the elements, for the past 6 months, I've learned a lot. Most importantly, I've learned how valuable having a shop, having equipment is. Not only to my state of mind, but to the efficiency of the channel and the quality of the builds. Nothing wrong with the Delco or the Eclipse, but let's be honest, it's been pretty simple stuff. I am taking this shop more seriously than I've taken any of my previous shops. I'm sparing no expenses in terms of setting the place up. I'm sparing no expenses in terms of getting all the equipment that I need to make good builds and good content for you guys. First step is to get the shop looking better. We're going to epoxy the floors. We're going to repaint the walls and the beams, and I ordered over 30 8-foot 90-watt LEDs. So this thing is going to be bright. No longer will we have shots of bad lighting, and this place won't look like a dirty old mechanic shop anymore. Second step is to get amazing fabrication equipment. I've got a new tube bender from Rogue Fabrication. I've got a CNC plasma table coming. I'm gonna get better workbenches, better tools. It's all going to be expensive, but it's going to be worth it. Now the cool thing about the layout on this shop, up front here by the doors is going to be the air quotes mechanic area, the place where we can work on installing parts on a car, bolt-on stuff. We have this lift here. I'll have all of my, hand tools, my electric tools, which I'm gonna buy a bunch more of, probably up here against this wall. And I'm gonna try to get a nice curtain on this pillar, this beam, to block out the two sections. Now behind the curtain, back here, this back section of the shop is going to be the fab area. And look, it's got its own lift. So when we want to do an all-wheel drive swap on a Miata, that Miata can sit on this lift. It'll be separated from all the nice cars and the clean stuff up front. It'll be in its own little section where we can be grinding, getting dust, doing all sorts of dirty things. We'll have our plasma table probably somewhere back here. We're gonna have a big welding table, a workbench with numerous mounted devices, yes. We'll have a legit bandsaw that's mounted on the floor, a legit belt sander. We'll have a metal brake. We'll have our HTP welders. All the fab work, all the magic is gonna happen back here. And so that's the awesome part about this shop, is that it'll have two sections, and each of those sections will just be as good as they can possibly be. 2021 was a year of learning for me. I know a lot of you guys think that moving to Georgia, it was a mistake. There have been times that I also thought that. I was questioning, why did we come here? But I came to Georgia with a plan to make the channel way better than it ever has been. But not to lose what makes this channel great, being honest with you guys, just trying cool things, being creative. That's all gonna stay, but we're gonna do it so much better, so much more efficiently, with so much better quality, the builds and the filming included. Not having a shop for 6 months, it delayed the plan, but it didn't change the plan. I know what to do to make this channel awesome. There's a month left in 2021. We're gonna spend that month getting this shop perfect, and then as soon as we get into 2022, we're starting a crazy build. We're saving the drift truck, we're rebuilding the Volvo, and then we're on to bigger, newer things. I know I've thanked you guys a lot over the last 6 months, but I need to thank you again, because all of you could have left. All of you guys could have given up on me, could have said, hey, Gingium's never gonna make good videos again. He's never gonna get back to the stuff he was doing. But you didn't. You stayed with me, and we're here now. I'm gonna get back to the things that we were doing, but it's gonna be twice as good. So thank you. Thank you guys so much. It's kind of weird, gonna be honest, standing in this empty unit, knowing that it's mine. The past 6 months, I've really started to feel like it was just never gonna happen. Anytime we had any sort of promising lead, there was something that went wrong. And it was always just waiting for the next thing to happen, and the next thing, and waiting and waiting and waiting. Now that it's actually here, it doesn't feel real. Now it's not all rainbows and butterflies. The channel has taken a big hit over the last 6 months. No one to blame but myself, but it's the truth. The views that I'm getting are half, if not a third of what I was getting 2 years ago. And this shop it's almost twice as expensive as the last shop. The point I'm trying to get to is that if you guys ever wanted to support the channel, now is the time to do it. I'm 100% confident we're gonna get out of this dip, and I'm 100% confident 2022 is going to be amazing, but it will be that much easier for me with your guys' support. So if you want to become a patron and get early access to videos, access to a bunch of exclusive stuff, you can. Or if you wait until 2022, we're gonna have some merch and some other stuff happening. Otherwise, if you just watch the videos, share the videos, like, comment, interact with it, watch the entire thing, YouTube will take that and it will start sharing the videos to new people and to some of the older viewers, which will also help. Now, with all that done, let me give you a little bit of a hint about the next video. All the stuff I need to get this floor looking perfect. And I'm starting that tomorrow. Let's transform this place into the best shop this channel has ever seen. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you want to watch it right now, you can head over to Patreon. Otherwise, I'll see you in a few days. Peace out. Goodbye.